Welcome to the Nest. You're watching JAYS and Confused, your one-stop shop for everything Blue Jays. Well, not everything, right? We're on a budget. This is actually a towel. It's a paint soft, and this all free. All free. This I actually stole from a child. He did not give it up easily. Not Cuban. He was white, so not racist. In spite of our modest means, we are very excited to introduce a brand new segment, a segment devoted to preserving the purity of the game. Please enjoy. Welcome to the first ever installment of Do's and Don'ts with me, your superior, Goose Gossage. First things first, if you're watching this program and you're a woman wearing pants, kindly excuse yourself because you are going to hell. Okay, everybody out of the room? Good. Let's talk some ball. Now old Goose knows that you kids are all about the dingers, so we'll just start there. But before you can hit any home runs, you first gotta get in the box. Oh yeah. My favorite place in the whole damn world, in the box. FYI, if you're not laughing at that joke right now, kids, you may want to focus on soccer or tennis, okay? Something tells me you'll prefer a sport with a softer ball. Okay, anyhow, we're in the box, and you've just pulverized the ball, and it's heading towards the wall. Now, this is where things get important, so listen up, kids, okay? Do exit the box in a timely and orderly fashion. Do not walk, strut, or saunter out of the box, okay? Nobody paid to watch you dance, Pedro, right? This is baseball, not dancing with the damn stars, who, by the way, do not return emails. All right, by this point, you should have already dropped your bat. Do make sure you gently toss your bat aside towards your dugout. Do not flip your bat to the damn air like some GD baboon playing with a broomstick, or I will find you. I will come to your house and I will slaughter your youngest pet. That is a promise. That is a guarantee. All right, now kids, I don't want you getting all crazy like Goose, right? Somebody should happen to disrespect you at the plate. Just simply wait until their next at bat and calmly and coolly throw the ball at their face. That's the way Jesus did it. That's the way you're going to do it. All right? Hashtag sweet chin music. All right? Now, that's all we got time for today, kidiots. But be sure to join us next time when I teach you the appropriate way to approach a female fan after a game. Short version, from behind. All right. Until next time, on Goose Droppings.
Actually, it's Do's and Don'ts with Goose Gossage.
God damn, I can't believe this son of a...
Do's Drops with Goose Gossage. Hats off, hats off. Hats on.
Welcome to Hats Off, Hats On. This is how it works. Hats off to our starters for being one of the best rotations in baseball so far this season. Hats back on to our bullpen. You know what you did. Storin. Hats off to Barney, Zeke, and Saunders for playing way better than what we're paying you for. Attaboy! Hat back on to Goins and Tole for being below the Mendoza line. Maybe a little more time in the cage, a little less time on the door. Hats off to Josh Donaldson. Your glove is crazy, okay? You're like a vacuum out there, buddy. You're a black hole. You suck up more balls than Hoover. That doesn't make any sense, but you get my point, right? And hat back on to this guy? Eminem? Really? It's a baseball. Get a glove. And finally, hats back off to the entire Blue Jays roster. They recently won
8,
of their last
9,
games. They're only
2,
games back, or maybe
tied for second.
place. I can't. You're playing good, though. Good luck to everybody, especially
Michael Saunders.
I love that guy. Really great start to the season. You know who I'm talking about.
Michael Saunders.
Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night worrying about Rand Smelnick's welfare? Is your anxiety over the well-being of Lloyd Mosby the reason you have a drinking problem? If so, this next segment is for you. Fear no more, my friends, for Jays and Confused are proud to present Where Are Jays Now?
Where are they now? Where are Jays now? Where are they now? Where are Jays now?
Let's start with one of my personal favorites, Otto the Swallow Velez. Otto was part of the original Blue Jays roster patrolling the outfield from 1977 to 1982. Otto once hit the cycle of home runs in a doubleheader against the Cleveland Indians and was rumored to have played his entire tenure with the Blue Jays without ever realizing he was in Canada. If you want to catch up with this old bluebird or you're just looking for a great deal, visit Puerto Rico's #1 used car dealership, Swallows Autos, and you'll be sure to find him there. Batting second in our piece today, he played 72 games at second base for the BJs in 1977, Mr. Steve Staggs. Steve was last seen and believed to be hiding in the Anchorage, Alaska area. No one is exactly certain why Steve is on the run, but it has been suggested that it goes back to a decades-old blood feud with this man, Garth Orange. Taken from the Yankees in the expansion draft, he spent his entire 9-year career with Toronto, where he mainly played third base. After this native Californian's career ended with the Jays, he played shortstop for the Bradenton Explorers in the Senior Professional Baseball Association and eventually became first base coach for the Milwaukee Brewers. Since being fired in 2014, Garth has been enjoying retirement, which includes spending time with his 46 grandchildren, golfing, painting, and hunting Steve Staggs. Be sure to catch the next Where Are Jays Now, where we reveal who smelt it and who dealt it.
Hit for hat, hit for hat, hit for hat, hit for hat.
Every once in a while here at Jays and Confused, we like to take our joking pants off and put our thinking caps on. If it's all right with you good folks, I'd like to get a little Andy Rooney on you in a new piece we call Hit for Hat. I was recently standing in the 8 items or less line at my local No Frills when I noticed an elderly woman purchasing 2 cans of Manwich, and naturally I thought of Curt Schilling. Mr. Schilling was recently relieved of his position as an analyst on ESPN's Monday Night MLB broadcast for insensitive comments he made on Facebook. Mr. Schilling posted a photo of a man wearing a wig with his breasts exposed with the caption, "Let him into the restroom with your daughter, or else you're a narrow-minded, judgmental, unloving, racist bigot who needs to die." Kurt, let me start by saying you should absolutely not let that man into the restroom with your daughter. No shirt, no shit. Having said that, I do believe actual transgendered people should be able to choose the washroom they feel most comfortable using. If you're worried about your kids, Kurt, I assure you that trans people are very unlikely to assault them. In fact, those types of atrocities are predominantly committed by straight, middle-aged men with bad haircuts. Men like yourself, for the lack of a better example. Schilling then commented on his own post saying, "A man is a man no matter what they call themselves. I don't care what you are or who you sleep with. The men's room was designed for the penis, women's not so much." Firstly, I had no idea that English wasn't your first language, so congrats on that. Secondly, what part of the bathroom is designed for the penis? If you're referring to urinals and you don't feel comfortable standing at one next to a trans person, I invite you to take advantage of the friendly confines of the toilet stall. It's a windowless cubicle where people defecate, and it's got a lock, so you'll feel safe. Now, I realize you feel like you're being persecuted for your beliefs, Mr. Schilling, but I assure you, you're only being judged for your lack of faith in your fellow man. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Until then, you're not a real man. You're not a narrow-minded, judgmental, unloving, racist bigot who needs to die either. Ironically, you're just one letter away from being the best part of a woman. Catch my drift, Kurt? Kurt? And that's how we hit for head. Bye now. And speaking of intolerant ex-baseball players, let's check back in with JAYS. Sadly, we'll be ending episode 2 on a somber note with a moment of reflection, lest we forget Chris Calabello.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memory.
You know what? We can't end like that. Cue Yakety Cat.